Whew. What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. Happy Monday, everybody. We are a little early, in fact. We've got a lot of important things to talk about. Really, one big important thing to talk about. And you guys can see it kind of in the background of this screen right now. And the first line of text there on the agenda is the new game mode coming to Hero Wars Mobile called Territory Conquest. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way right now. Territory Conquest and Hero Wars Mobile is going to be a big part of what we're talking about in today's live stream. There really isn't anything happening crazy on Facebook and web, and this topic is a big topic. So if you're a Facebook and web player and you're curious about new game modes that are coming, potentially, then stick around. But nothing really is popping on Facebook. Nothing really is popping on Facebook just yet. All right. So let's. We are starting a little bit early because I want to get this out of the way. I was actually going to cancel today's live stream because I've got stuff I've got to do today. I'm gonna go hang out with some people at a pool, but I ended up. Why is this crooked? Is the hat crooked? Putting on the hat crooked. I was gonna cancel the live stream today to go sit by a pool and smoke some meats, but. We got some important things happening today. I do believe that we may have some community managers for the mobile version of the game in the chat as well. So if you guys have any questions about this new game mode that we haven't answered yet, then please be mindful. Leave them in the comment section down below, and we will do follow-up videos as we gain more information. So Territory Conquest is a new game mode coming to Hero Wars Mobile that is in early development still. Okay, I'm going to show you a PDF that we've got detailing and breaking down the activity. This PDF can be found in the influencer developer discussion in my Discord. Both the PDF and the image files are there. So first, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. The estimated introduction date is unknown. All right, we don't know when this activity is coming to Hero Wars Mobile. Okay, we also don't know about playtests. Supposedly there will be playtests in the future, but we don't know when that will be either. Okay, so two big question marks there that a lot of people have been asking me over and over and over again. There you go. So the gist of it is territory control. Okay, let me show you a couple of images here. So here is one of the images. Here, I will blow it up a little bit. So you have this dashboard, and again, you can see hex map early prototype, and here is another one, work in progress. All right, so each of these positions is a position that you can take in battle. Okay, Territory Conquest is an activity that will last 3 days, and it is a total of 6 guilds taking part in this activity. 6 total guilds are competing over hexes. You can see 6 different colors here, right? Now, the good news is it's 3 versus 3. 3 guilds versus 3 guilds, okay? The matchmaking and the alliances are based on some algorithm that they have designed, which is separate than the Global Championship matchmaking system. It is very similar to Settlers of Catan. It looks a lot like that. Yes, it does, Jeffrey. All right. So each of these locations can be captured and defended, and then at the end of the 3 days, there will be some rewards. Now, the rewards, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. The rewards, here we go. The rewards are resources for heroes and titans, as well as new boosters to simplify their development, similar to the XP boosters, the evolution boosters, etc. Okay, so currently you can buy the XP booster, the skill booster, and the evolution booster from the Global Championship Trophy Shop, and there will be new rewards, new boosters that you can purchase from the Territory Conquest shop. Additionally, there will be rewards that you can purchase as well as earning them throughout the course of the fight. What specifically the rewards are, how you earn the rewards. Is it a trophy currency system that you then buy rewards? Is it a random reward? We don't know any of that yet. Okay. So you compete over territory over 3 days. You win some rewards that are going to level up your heroes and your titans. okay? But we don't know specifically what the rewards are or how all that's going to work. We don't know that just yet, okay? So back to this screen right here. Each of the locations has 3 dots on it. You see the 3 dots? Those are representative of the 3 fights that have to take place for each of the hexes. The first fight is a ship versus ship combat. It's kind of like dogfighting, but in Hero Wars, all right? Flying ships versus flying ships is the fight number 1. We'll talk about flying ships in just a second. The second fight is Titans, and the third fight is Heroes. So you need a strong ship, a strong Titan team, and a strong hero team in order to be competitive, okay? Now, this is an example of one of the hex maps. I showed you in that PDF. Let's see. Here's another example of one of the hex maps that are works in progress, okay? There are 3 guilds on your side, 30 players in each guild. That means that there are 90 players that can participate in this activity in a 3-day window. 90 players, okay? We don't know about people moving around in guilds yet. We don't know the rules about leaving and joining guilds. We don't know how all of that works, but I would imagine since it's only a 3-day activity, it's going to be separate from the week lockouts that we see with global championships and all of that. Guild Wars and all of that. We don't know exactly how that's going to work yet. Still undetermined. But each position needs to set up a defense. Okay, there's going to be a defense window where every hex gets a defense or not. Okay, so as a player, let's give this an example. Finkelzo, we don't know. Every 3 days, 3 days once a week, once a month, 3-day event once and forever. We don't know. I'm guessing it's 3 days, day off, 3 days. That's my best guess, Finkelzo. I don't really know yet. I don't really know. Secluda asks, somebody asked about where the guilds are coming from. This is all, this is cross-server, okay? So everybody in your region, your world or RU region will participate in the matchmaking. So as an individual, let's say that I have 15 heroes that are leveled up. I have 15 heroes that are leveled up because I participate in Grand Arena and the Global Championship. So I have 15 heroes that are leveled up. Very tough set of 15 heroes, all right? I can use each hero one time, and then I can spread out my defense as much as I want. Since I have 15 heroes, that's 3 teams of 5, I can effectively defend 3 nodes, 3 of the hexes with my 3 teams of 5, okay? Each node also needs a ship, okay? We're going to talk about ships in a second, but there's going to be 10 ships at launch with more added in the future. We'll talk about more about ships in a little bit. This is mobile, yes, Anthony. So each hex needs a unique ship. Each hex needs a unique team of heroes, but the team of Titans doesn't matter. Okay, you can use as many Titan teams as you want across as many hexes as you have room for ships and heroes. Okay, so there's 55-ish heroes in Hero Wars. You could theoretically defend 11 of the hex locations. 55 divided by 11 is 5, right? But then you would need 11 different ships, okay? And then a mix of 11 various Titan teams. You can use the same Titan team 11 times if you want. And that's how you set up a defense for the locations, okay? So you have a defense just like in Guild Wars and Global Championship. And you have enemies with defenses as well. Rod's Thrills, how are you confused? Did I miss a question? Are you confused about hitting the like button? Ask the question, I'll answer the question. So, since I have 3 teams of 5, I have 15 heroes. I'm allowed to attack any hex with any of those 15 heroes. The way I understand it is you don't necessarily use your defending team to attack other hexes. You can only use attacking heroes that you have set up as defenses. Okay, so if I have 15 heroes that I've set up in here as defenses, I can make an attacking team out of those 15 heroes. Okay? Now, the number of attacks is based on 2 factors. Okay, 2 factors. You can be attacked as many times as the opponent has fuel for their ships. Fuel for their ships, okay? Fuel is like energy, okay? You guys go into the campaign and you use energy to do campaign missions, right? Fuel is like attack energy for your boats, for your flying ships, okay? You can slowly over time regenerate fuel, throughout the course of the 3-day window. Some ships regenerate fuel faster than others. Okay? A lot of variety in ships, by the way. But you can buy more fuel. You can buy more fuel with emeralds, which is a concern that I have. You can buy more fuel with emeralds. Therefore, as many emeralds as you would like to spend is as many attacks as you get in a given window, a 3-day window. You can also buy fuel by exchanging items, and we're talking about items that have not been exchangeable for things in the past. You can exchange things like merchant currency, Grand Arena coins, that kind of stuff. You can exchange Titan XP potions. The complete list of what you can exchange for more fuel is not listed just yet, but you can get additional tax by spending extra resources or by spending emeralds. Okay. Now my big concern is I can go in here with 1,000,000 emeralds and attack as many times as I want with as many hero variations as I want if I have all 55 heroes leveled up. That's my big concern. But that's not going to happen a lot because not everybody has maxed accounts. Not everybody has an infinite amount of emeralds. And if 2 whale guilds go up against each other, they're just going to be attacking back and forth and spending, an infinite amount of emeralds going back and forth for the end. Okay? Any questions so far? Spend emeralds for more PvP energy? Exactly. Hitting it a little on the nose with the pay to win. Yeah. This is for mobile. How about we make it easier to get fairy dust before we make it harder to play the game? Rod Strills, this may be one of the ways to get fairy dust. Andrew, and maybe we'll do that later. Okay. So does anybody have any questions so far about how everything works, right? You have attackers and defenders. You have to set up your list of defending heroes and ships before the fight begins. And then once you have set the defending heroes and ships, you're only allowed to attack with those heroes and ships for the 3-day window. Okay, so let's see if I missed anything. Each sector has up to 3 points, consisting of a flying ship, a team of heroes, and a team of titans. To capture the point, you need to defeat all the teams. So you have to defeat all 3 teams, not just the flying ship and the titans. You have to defeat all 3. Each capture attempt requires fuel. Let's talk about the flying ships. So here are some examples, some works in progress of some of the flying ships. Kind of cool. Okay. Now, flying ships are an additional unit to upgrade. Think about flying ships as heroes or titans. Now we have heroes, we have titans, and now we have flying ships. Okay, we have 3 things that we have to level up now for this game mode. Flying ships are only for this game mode. They won't help in Arena. They don't help in Grand Arena. They don't help in Guild Wars. They don't have in Global Championships. So this is not pets. Okay, this is not like pets adding to every activity. This is not that. Okay. Now, like I said, each defense has to have a ship. Okay, so you're limited to the number of hexes that you can defend by the number of ships that you have and have leveled up. There are going to be 10 ships at launch, and according to this document, it is planned that they would release more frequently than new heroes. Okay, so on Hero Wars Mobile, we get 3 to 4 new heroes a year. It looks like we're going to get 5 or more ships per year. Now, each ship is unique, like all heroes are unique. They all have strengths and weaknesses. Some of them do more damage. Some of them are more defensive. Some of them repair ships. Some of them defend ships. Some of them support ships. They have different skills, okay? Each ship has 3 parts to it. Each ship has 3 parts. Much like a hero has skins, artifacts, glyphs, all of that. Each ship has 3 things that need to be improved, okay? And each ship does have a color rank, a star level, so you have to evolve the ship to 6 stars. You can level up the ships from level 1 to presumably 120, I guess. And they all have their own special skills, right? So the ships have 3 sections. They have the hull, They have cannons and they have shield generators. All right? Hull, cannons, shields. The hull, once the hull is destroyed, you lose. Okay? If your hull gets destroyed, you lose. If your cannons or shield generator gets destroyed, you're still in the fight, but you're limping along. Okay? Each section has its own attack and skills. Okay? The hull has an auto attack. Okay? It has an active skill. Think about a hero's gray ability. Think about using, Kark using his knockup or Lara's using his tornado. Every hull, every ship has an active ability. And there's also passive skills. Okay? Passive skills. For example, the speed of fuel generation is varied depending on the ship. There could be different things. More health, more armor, different things like that. It's one ship versus one ship. One ship, CCG, one ship. The cannon can also do attacks. Okay, but it also has skills. Cannons have basic stats by default, such as health, one stat that affects auto attacks, and a stat that affects skills. Okay, now what I don't know is, does the cannon have its own set of skills, or does the stats on the cannon affect the hull's skills? Does that make sense? The hull has a active skill and a passive skill, and active and passive is not listed here in the cannons and shield generators. So I think the cannons and the shield generators are going to, the level of the cannons and the shield generators on your ship is going to affect the active and passive skill of the hull. I think that's how that works. Although I could be wrong. Right? Cannons are expendable, relatively easy to break, but they can be rebuilt. Different cannons have different auto attacks and skills. Okay? Shield generators have basic stats by default, such as health, one stat that affects auto attacks, and a stat that affects skills. The player will be able to choose other additional stats for cannons on their own. The health of the shield must be knocked out so that the generator stops generating shields and using skills. The health of the generator and the generator itself can be restored in battle using their skills or the skills of another generator. Where's another generator coming from? I don't know. I'm not sure if there's multiple shield generators per ship. I don't know how that works. Maybe you can do 2 shield generators or 2 cannons instead of 1 cannon and 1 shield generator. I don't know. Shields absorb damage, but their defensive and their stats are different for the hull and for modules. Different generators have different auto attacks and skills that are aimed at restoring health, restoring shields, and supporting other modules. Okay, so the ship itself has 3 sections that need to be improved, as well as the overall level of the ship, rarity of the ship, the equipment of the ship, and the skills of the ship need to be leveled up as well. Okay? Now, the ship itself, you don't get resources for the ship itself from the activity. Where do you get the stuff to level up the ship? Where do you get the ship from? What resources will you need to level up a ship's cannon versus a ship's hull versus a ship's shield generator? These are all questions that we don't know the answer to. Mikhail says, I'm investing in submarines. Ha. Is this just a thought, or they are definitely releasing this, Ed? Definitely releasing this. They're stealing the idea from a game called Guns and Glory, combined by some features from the game Gunship Battles. I'll check it out. Check it out. Blunderbuss Cannon. I hope they have Blackbeard's ship. I will take any pirate ship for the looks. There's a lot of cool looking ships here. That's for sure. Some big ones, some small ones. Some that look like a little dragon head on there. Little maiden on the front. But you can see the variety of the front of the ship. This one's got like a beak. This one's got like some railing up there. You can see the different things on the back of the ship here and the side. Like, all of this may vary based on the materials that you use to upgrade the different parts of the ship. It's hard to say. So is there a second new mode for the ship stuff? Asks Ben Little. That's a great question. I don't know. There's got to be a way to get the resources for this stuff somewhere. Right? Presumably there will be some overlap. Like, gold probably will play into this. Unfortunately, one more place to spend gold. But, Do you earn ship stuff by winning? Do you earn ship stuff from new daily quests, maybe? Like, this is one of the biggest question marks that I have. I don't really know. So, another frequently asked question regarding this game mode is how to communicate with the other two guilds that you're matched up with. There will be an in-game chat interface for within the Territory Conquest 3-day window. Okay, so you will be able to communicate with opposing guilds. I'm not opposing, but allied guilds. At least half a dozen quit in the last month. Half a dozen. I must have missed what you said. I want a floating aircraft carrier. What's the motivation for a player to participate in this new game mode? That is a great question. The chance to win resources to level up your heroes and titans. Also, bragging rights, right? The reason why anybody levels, plays in the global championship is bragging rights, cosmetic items, those, the evolution, skill, and level boosters, right? I don't know about this, but I think the new mode is likely to iron a cloth turned out burning. It's going to make the game kill your game. Monta, that is a concern. How graphics intensive is this going to be? Is this going to be in manual mode? Is this going to be in auto mode? Are the fights going to take place automatically without you actually doing the fight? Is it just going to be like, I'm going to attack this location. Do I win? Do I lose? I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. And I'll tell you why. And it's tied into one of my biggest concerns. I think that Global Championship is a very intensive thing. I think the Global Championship is requiring hours a day for some people. And the rewards, aside from the bragging rights, aren't that good. Like, you can argue that the evolution booster is good, right? The skill and the level boosters are good, but a lot of the whale guilds and even the not whale guilds, my guild, we have no trouble getting, plenty of trophies for those boosters. And we're not even that top tier. We're not even in the top 10%, I would say. We have more than enough global championship trophies to buy all of the boosters that we want. A lot of us have been playing for years, so we've accumulated over the course of several years plenty of trophies, right? I think that the intense need to train for the global championship battles every day is going to cause people to default to this game mode instead. I think that a lot of people are going to be less interested in the seriousness of global championship in favor of a new game mode that has potentially better rewards, right? Global championship, aside from those boosters, doesn't offer anything to level up your heroes and your titans, right? It also gives an avenue to spend excess resources, which we all have a ton of somewhere, a ton of excess Titan XP potions. And the lack of reliance on just you to win the entire activity, because there are 3 total guilds. I think that overall, while the bragging rights part of it may not be as strong with the territory conquest, I think that the rewards and the shorter nature of the fight makes it a more interesting game mode. And I think that Global Championship will lose interest over time because of it. That's my thought and a concern that I have. Now, I can tell you that personally, our guild spends a lot of time training for Global Championship stuff. And I personally don't care for all of that. Making sure that you win a fight 10 out of 10 times in training, but you still lose in Global Championship is not a good feeling, but it happens all the time. Something like this is more appealing to me. Way more appealing. Okay. Now, the biggest concern that I have is the ability to purchase additional fuel for emeralds, and there's no limit to the fuel that you can purchase, right? So somebody that has more money than sense, right, or whatever you want to say, could potentially attack 1,000 times. Like I could go in here and with my 15 heroes from my example earlier, I can make as many attacks as I want, right? Now there is some argument that you have to have a strong ship, a strong Titan team, and a strong hero team in order to, to win, but we'll have to see how that all plays out. Let's see. D. Warman says, seems like the game is getting really busy now, though. Global Championship stuff, daily quests, now the new game mode. That is a concern. People are bringing it up to me that there's too much stuff to do, right? Okay, almost like it's a pay-to-win game or something. Yeah. I mean, that's true. Like, keep it in perspective that this is a pay-to-win game. Like, that is true. But this is, like, you can't buy additional Global Championships attacks with emeralds. You can't buy additional Guild War attacks, attempts in a day. Like, I get 2 Guild War attempts per day, right? I don't get new ones by spinning emeralds. Like, you just can't do that. Maybe put a cap to the amount of fuel you can buy during the 3 days. Tunes, maybe, but there's not a cap. And they've specifically said that they don't plan to add a cap. Please skip my guild, please skip my guild, please skip my guild, please skip my guild. You just went all blue well on us? I want to see some gameplay of this. There's a lot of questions that are unanswered. So it's not fair to Hero Wars to be negative about this, okay? It's not fair at all. The best that we can do is provide some feedback here and there. What we think is going to be cool, what we think is not going to be cool, the things that we think are going to be problems versus what are not actually problems. A lot of that is going to be resolved as we get closer and we actually see how it works in practice. There's a lot of question marks, a lot of gaps here that, could be easily explained if it wasn't so early stage of development. I'm very thankful that we get access to this information. I'm very thankful to be a part of the little influencer developer group, and I'm very much looking forward to how the ship versus ship combat actually works. Like, are you gonna have to steer the ship, or is it just gonna be like going in there and using your ultimate ability and that's it? Like, there's one ship. If it was 5 heroes versus 5 heroes in manual mode, there's a lot of stuff happening. You have to choose when to set your ultimates off. But if it's one ship versus one ship and you're only dealing with one ultimate ability, then it's kind of like Titan fighting, and that's kind of, I made it very well known how I feel about Titan fighting and being on the boring side. Is this a constant play type feature? It's constant. It looks like, Robert. It looks like it's going to be a permanent feature, not just a limited time event. Figglezo says we actually know way too little on this to provide any feedback. I kind of agree. So we're not gonna get too stressed out about this. We're definitely not gonna worry about it too much because we don't know what we don't know, right? It's gonna be fun. Or it's gonna, not be fun. What exactly is this game mode for? New content added to the game, just new stuff to do. A new way to get different rewards, new things to level up, right? They said that they took a lot of feedback from adding Titan skins and the Titan artifacts to Hero Wars Mobile, that players didn't like that. So they wanted to add an activity to the game that they could build off of that was separate from the established status quo of Titans and heroes. Aside from, the addition of new heroes constantly and the new skins constantly, and all of that. So they wanted to make sure that we knew that they know that we don't want any new stuff added to Global Championships and Guild Wars. I downloaded Hero Wars, not Clash of Ship Wars. I bet that's what a lot of people thought when they added Titans to CCG. Cody, I don't think so. I don't think any of the new Devils skins are going to add any value at all, unless you tank with Maya occasionally. That's my opinion. D. Warman says ships are just so different from what is already in the game. How do you think people felt about Titans when they added Titans to Hero Wars? I'm gonna totally mess up the lore. Who knows? Okay. So somebody asked earlier if there's going to be a training mode for ship versus ship battles, similar to the hero training mode. And Alina said, great question. I'm not sure that that will be implemented with the game mode release. So like max testing, probably not. Will that battle area be the same as the training or wars? No idea. As far as I know by the concept regarding ship rarity, all ships have some slots to install modules. Their quantity is equal to all. The rarity just influences to the fact of how many of them will be available right away. That's interesting. I feel sorry for the 2 guilds that get my guild as a 3rd. Let's see. Do you think Brawl events are a good training opportunity for future builds? Yes. Yes. I think that Brawl events are the best way to learn about new heroes and future builds. Absolutely. Cesar, they go to your mailbox. They go to your mailbox. Skip the skins and ships. Gotta go. The sheep, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so we spent, I don't know, we spent about 30 minutes talking about this. If anybody has any more questions, please make sure to, put them in the chat there. Let's do our guild wars and stuff, and then we are going to actually cut the live stream a little short. Because I gotta go to the pool and smoke some meats. But why ships? There's like 50 other ways to make the game. It would be cool if they implemented like dragons instead of ships. But how would you have different modules for dragons? Or dragons is just a childhood fantasy thing. Okay, that was a long discussion, or breakdown, first impression, whatever. They should cap the max number of rewards you can earn with this. David, the rewards aren't earned until the fight is over, and whatever side has the more territory wins the fight. Just like in global championships or guild wars. So, as far as I know, the rewards are capped. Okay. Guild Wars. Let's see. We fought Summer last week, I believe. Let's take a look. Log versus... we didn't fight Columbus last week. Okay. So... we're going to do Helios. We're going to do Jorgen and Celeste. Oh, nope. We need a tank. We need a tank. Can't not bring a tank. This is what we're going to use. Okay. So we're going to control the damage as best we can. Okay. I don't like that the enemy has that Fenris without going in with a Sebastian, but I think it's okay. I do remember Samurai has a weak Kark, very low health. It's going to cause him to ult, but I was able to stun there. Whew, that was a close one. I needed to get that Kark ult off before he died. Close one. Whew. Close fight. Okay. And this is how we do this one. We gotta get that off. Corvus is gonna get the revive. Oh, I forgot to take Astaroth out. Oh, I meant to take Astaroth out there. Why do I keep doing double tank? Oh my gosh. Martha, speed up. Now we got double armor artifact going. Wait till that armor artifact goes. We got Kark alts. Faceless alts. There we go. Made a mistake there. Oh, there was a game called Titan Wars that went out of existence due to people joking about Titan Wars. I mean, this is Facebook. This is Facebook. Yeah. You needed him for the revive? Oh, you're right. What was I planning on doing there? What was my plan there? I don't really know what my plan was there. Either way, I took the Mage Academy and the Lighthouse. Sloppy, yes. But we still got the win. We still got the win. We're done experimenting, guys. We're done. Buying all the buffs. Here we go. Okay. Okay. When is the win? Dungeon Wars, that's what's next. Ship Wars. Ships in the dungeon. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else? I think that's it. I'm not sure if Alina or any of the community managers are here in my chat, but I think that's it looks like that's all that has been asked and answered. Darby, no news yet. That's my guess, though. My best guess is Time of the Fearless, but that's only a guess. I don't really know for sure. Yeah, if we get ship skins, Mike, and they end up being cool stuff like that, I mean, that'd be kind of funny. That'd be real funny. Okay, collect. Make sure I should probably use up Agility Day. Yes, please. When's Iris coming to mobile? Unknown. Sometime in the next 30 days, probably. Some would say the last week of the month that we're coming up on. Possibly middle or middle of next month or the month after, though. Possible. Man, we are so close, but so far away. Grr. See, hey Charlie, a few weeks ago you said we should save the Titan skin stones for possibly new skins for Titans. Any news on that? Yeah, I would go ahead and spin them. At this point, if they add Titan skin stones, I always think that they were planning on doing it shortly after that event. If I wasn't clear, I always think that they were going to be adding it in an event that was following that skin stone event, or the event that we got all the skin stones. I would say go ahead and spin them. I would say go ahead and spin them. At this point, you're handicapping yourself by not leveling your existing skins. Right. And, they've said a bunch that they're never going to add that stuff, or there's no plan to add that stuff. So I mean, until they decide to make a change with that, which adding this game mode, it sounds like they might not. They might not ever go that direction. Titans may be done. I hope not, but Titans may be done. When will we be able to get Iris from Soulstone chests? Do you have any idea? I think the week Summerfest starts, that will be in those chests. Miserable. That's how it was last year, if I remember correctly. The chests that you can buy from the Summerfest event and then forward will have them. That's my guess. So long to the new skins for Titans. Yeah. I just don't think they'll ever add that stuff now. And Facebook and web may still in the future, but they made the statement today that they were not going to add anything new to Titans or Heroes because of the negative feedback. So you see where I'm going about. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, starting early, ending early. I got to catch a ride to a pool. Looking forward to hanging out there. I appreciate everybody that came through. If anybody has any additional questions, please reach out to me on Discord. I do plan on building a frequently asked questions video about this. I'm going to try to build a list of questions that people have that we don't know the answer to yet, just because it's too early in development. And a list of questions that people ask that has been answered by community managers and developers. And I'll try to post those in the Discord in that section as well over the next day or two. Okay? Over the next day or two. So tomorrow's live stream, we're going to be back at our regular time, 12 p.m. Central Time. That is 5 p.m. UTC. And ideally, we will have some Facebook and web stuff, like what events happening this weekend. Maybe we will get the tease of the solar skins sometime in the next little bit, although I doubt it. We do need to talk about the new mobile skins that are going to come to the game today or tomorrow, if they're not already. I don't know if they're here or not. We're going to talk about those for sure in tomorrow's live stream. There's just too much to talk about in today's live stream. But yeah, until then, I guess I will. I'm gonna go to the pool. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.